Welcome back to EPG. I'm, of course, Greg, your host. Today, we're going to be discussing the film A Real Pain, starring Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin. I love this movie. I knew when I saw the trailer that I'd have to see it because it is about two Jewish-American cousins that travel through Poland and basically retrace the steps of their grandmother who emigrated after the war. So as somebody who has been to Poland many times and has studied this time frame many times, I wanted to see how it would be portrayed, again, going through the American lens into kind of viewing history. It's a very funny movie. I mean, as funny as it can be. There's a lot of kind of family dynamics and things that play out. There's a very funny scene on one of the trains, which I actually had to do when I was there, where I had to dodge conductors because I had to get off at a station because the train stopped and then I needed to get on another train. So there's something like that happens in the movie that was very funny. But one of the kind of elements that I think really kind of rings true, and this isn't just for Poland, this is for a lot of other places around the world where they have concentration camps or execution chambers or political prisons. The film kind of discusses sensitivity that needs to kind of, it's not just one way where you're just getting this information. It needs to be two ways where you're allowed to feel what's going on. I mean, it's a lot more comfortable to be numbed by all the facts and figures. But the real power of these places and these things is that it requires some sort of empathy on the people there, and that it could very easily, given time or circumstance, that the viewer could be in these situations, in these concentration camps or political prisons. And it was great to see, in a way, how that was being addressed in film, because, again, a lot of history is very sterile. You just see pictures that are usually black and white in a book, but it's something completely different when you are in a concentration camp, when you are in a gas chamber, when you can see the claw marks on the ceilings and you can feel that cold, clammy hand of death, kind of reaching back to try to grab you by the throat. And I think that that's an element that needs to be appreciated when tourists go to these places. And yeah, I think that it was addressed very well in this film. If you were looking for a catharsis, especially after Thanksgiving, this would be a great film to see with your family. There are a lot of elements of family and immigration and survivor's guilt and all that stuff. Doesn't sound too fun, but again, it's a conversation that I think more people need to have, especially in the kind of realm in which we live, where it's very easy to be desensitized to the magnitude of violence or atrocities. And I think that it presents it in a very human and at times humorous manner. So with that being said, thank you very much for your time and get out there.